Welcome back to the Nations Cup, ladies and gentlemen, for Group A. Final match of Group A. Final best of 3 in Group A, and this is going to be between Austria and Hungary. We're going to Infernal Shrines for map number 1, and if you're wondering how we got here, ladies and gentlemen, I got you covered, as I'm in the right channel. So the coin flip was won by Frobs, I believe. And that is, okay, so Austria won the coin flip, opting for map pick priority. Sky Temple and Dragonshire were banned out by the side of Austria. Hungary banned out Braxis Holdout and Cursed Hollow. Map number 1, as I had mentioned, chosen by Austria, will be Infernal Shrines, giving first pick priority over to Hungary. As we take a look and see how the bans unfold, we've already got ourselves a Stukov ban and Joanna as well. I try to be nice as possible at all times. My time in a call center made me want that as a priority. You know, I try and do that. You want to hug everyone when you're drunk? See, that's not awful. That could get a little annoying, but that's not the worst. That's the same thing, though, like, Mr. I'm Stuck. Like, when I call about issues, like, for example, when I had Spectrum issues, or when I had, billing issues with, like, health insurance, I always tried to be super polite, because I always found that being super polite when you're dealing with people in call centers will help you more than it helps more than it hinders. Like, if you're an asshole, they don't have to really, like, help you as much. Like, they'll make your life difficult. But if you're super nice, then I feel like you get help faster and better. I don't know, that's my experience. That's what I just try and do. But we have a Genji, Stukov, Brightwing, Joanna ban, and we will kick things off with a Blaze. Kick it out. Oh my god, I can't talk apparently anymore. Alright, well, Blaze first pick. Can't blame them for Infernal Shrines. Hogger will be grabbed as well. Fantastic for this map. Good control, good shrine clear, good wave clear, and a new Barak as well for the members of Austria. We have not seen Austria today. We did see them play twice yesterday. If you're an asshole, they become invested. Yeah. I've also had call center people that are just dicks, period. Very rarely, but I've had 1 or 2 Spectrum people who are just like Spectrum reps who are just absolutely just, they just don't care. It has nothing to do with me or anything. They just don't care. Someone pooped in their oatmeal. So a Blaze Tychus Falstead, obviously Cho'Gall, they'll skip the healer. Now realistically, I would say maybe you want to lean into a healer ban here. Lucio, Rhaegar, those are all healers that are up and available. Fantastic for this map. Alex Straza, but I don't think she's a hot commodity for either of these teams. Oh, Austria is going to forego the ban, okay. Austria forgoes the ban. Curious as to why. Either their banner forgot, or they just don't feel like it's necessary. Well, either way, Kerrigan is banned out. Austria just like, you know what? You can have whatever you want. We'll win. We'll win with whatever you pick, or win against whatever you pick. All right, next to Hogger, a new Barak, Anduin, Vala. Wow, actually, Austria's got a very well put together draft. What are the last 2 picks for the side of Hungary? They're going to need a main tank and a healer. Garrosh, Diablo are up and available. Muradin as well. Oh, wow. And there's the Alex Straza. A lot of Alex Straza play. I'm very happy to see it. Her Royal Thickness making her way into map number 1 for Infernal Shrines between Austria and Hungary. And the last pick for Austria, they either could go into another Bruiser, or they could go into some sort of mage for Burst. Kael'thas, Jaina, neither of those would be bad, and it's going to be a remake. Okay. Oh, I see. Anduin ban. Should be Rhaegar. Guess we have to remake. Okay. What's up, Scratch? that, I think is how you say your name. Claire for Sprint. Well, the issue is that it's Sprint, so there's that. The issue is that it's Sprint, but yeah, I mean, that's true also everywhere too. There's also just employees that just either they don't give a crap or they're under what's the word I'm looking for? Undertrained or untrained properly, so they're just, yeah. Here's the honest to God, when I was an engineer, I worked for an engineering company for like 5 years. Over 5 years. There was a program for like checking the cost of projects and all of that. I never got taught that. I'll never forget, it was like 2.5 years into the job, like it was like 2 years into the job, and I was about to move here, and I was talking with one guy, he's like, oh yeah, can you check this and this in so-and-so program? And I'm like, what? And they were like, you need to check this in the tool, or like the project manager thing to see how much like money has been spent. And I was like, I have no idea how to use that. It's just literally stuff I was never trained on. Even tried beyond belief. Oh, that's kind of wild, Gatto. Call centers are trauma-inducing. You'd be there for yelled at multiple times a day for nothing you have any control over. The person on the other side doesn't either. Yep. It's just an echo chamber of frustration. All right, everyone. Here is the draft. Here is the game. Thank you for your patience. And let's go ahead and start a prediction. Which team wins Infernal Shrines? Is it Austria or Hungary? You've got 2 minutes. Go ahead and
Listen.
Get your predictions in. I was going to say, you know what isn't trauma-inducing? Here's the storm, but it kind of is, actually. On the left, we have got our Austrian team. We have got Frobzy on the Anubarak, Chris on the Vala, Sam on the Hogger. We're going to see Grassor on the Rhaegar, and Mustika on that Mephisto. To the right, we've got Team Hungary, Gregorius on the Tychus. We've got Hollistar on this Falstad. Gryndon on the Blaze. We'll see Double M on the Muradin, and Alex Straza to be played by Wolfie. We get into mid, we look at level 1s. You still have a solid minute to get your predictions in from when I'm talking about this. Alex Straza going into Live and Let Live. She's a big James Bond fan. Happened to you as an engineer, would ask to write a proposal for a project, never did that before. Oh, I mean, there were when I was an architect, there were people that had no idea how to do, like, so there's like a calculations and like calculations for occupancy load and toilets and stuff like that. There were people who had no idea how to do that stuff, but I did it for every single project because I knew how to do it, and I was really good at actually doing those calculations. It basically has to do with like square footage, and then you basically take the square footage for certain areas, and then you divide it by a set amount based on the Michigan Building Code, the MBC. That or the IBC, the International Building Code, whichever one I was told to use. I don't remember. I think it was mostly from the MBC. But yeah. Anyways, rotations have begun on Infernal Shrines map number 1 in this best of 3 for the Group A first qualifier here in Nations Cup. We'll be starting out with Group B tomorrow, and Group B will last for 2 days, Thursday and Friday. Group C will be on Saturday, starting at 5 a.m. PDT. I will miss the first best of 3, but I'll be sure to make it for the second and onward. There'll be 6 on Sunday, or 6 on Saturday, 6 on Sunday. Group D being on Sunday. And then I believe there's a small break, and then I think the NA qualifier is the next qualifier afterwards. We'll look at the stuff after this best of 3. We'll take a look at the schedule and everything after this best of 3. Impale from Anubarak as Muradin Dwarf tosses in. He's looking for some pressure. We'll find a stun onto Mephisto, but the camp will not be stolen away. Anubarak actually goes back into grabbing said camp as his autos are taking a little bit of time. Rhaegar to come in and help out. Vala with the Creed of the Hunter at level 1 has 33 auto attack stacks. She has not died yet. No one's died actually at all yet. Oh, Mephisto finding really good damage, picking up a bunch of Skull Missile stacks as well with that level 1 unyielding power. 29 out of the 40 stacks, so it has the extra 100 damage already. 9 stacks away from getting the extra Skull Missile charge, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, you get an additional charge. And Team Austria doing a fantastic job forcing Hungary back in this bottom lane. A lot of low members as Alex Strauss is forced to pop Dragon Queen. This is not the moment when you want to be utilizing Dragon Queen, but they are forced to utilize it, unfortunately. The reason that I bring that up is typically you want to save Dragon Queen for the objective phase, and what Dragon Queen's like almost a 2-minute cooldown, no? It's actually over 2 minutes. It's 150 seconds. That is 2 minutes and 30-second timer on that one. As Hogger gets a pretty good bounce. Tychus is a nice counter in that moment to deny Hogger from bouncing around as he can stand still and really chunk into that health bar. Speaking of chunking into health bars, that is a lot of low members on the right-hand side for Hungary, as Austria might find first blood into the blaze! Blaze will fall. Tychus in the top lane. Mephisto still poking out with Skull Missiles. Has got that Spite level 4. And we always like to bring up Spite for Mephisto. It's a big talent for him. Increased Regeneration Globe healing duration by 150. Every tick of Regeneration Globe healing activates Lord of Hatred, reducing basic ability cooldowns by 1 second. Really, really good pickup right there. Double M trying to Hearth out will be forced to actually do that a little bit further away. Jet Propulsion from Blaze is going to go wide, or actually right between the enemy, and that might be a kill onto this Blaze before he gets any healing from Wolfie. Austria now moving in through mid lane. That's a Punisher jump onto Falstad. Good night, Swiftwing. Vala finding a second kill. Mid lane Punisher, 63%. That's a sidewall taken down. Mephisto getting some big damage in with these Skull Missiles, and Vala finds the kill. That should be a kill into the Murden as well. Blaze now back from death, but the Punisher locks down the keep. Are we going to see a sub 5-minute keep in this game? No way. Punisher jumps over, and Nubarak is going to go in with a burrow charge as well. And yes, we're looking at about a 5-minute keep here in the mid lane. Just at the 5-minute mark. Holy crap. I believe that's the fastest keep to go down in Nations Cup. I think previously was right around the 6-minute mark. I believe that is the fastest keep to go down in Nations Cup, if anyone's keeping track. I typically announce that you're trash and we're all going to die at the beginning of the match. At least you're not at least you're not pulling your teammates into a false sense of security. Lulling your teammates into I don't know if that's the right term. 10 Talonteers almost here, favoring the side of Austria. Alex Straza pops her Dragon Queen form, Wing Buffet to push the Anubarak around. The target is onto Anubarak onto Tychus and Falstad. Falstad getting the barrel roll away as Anubarak's getting chunked right now. Blaze gonna try and... Oh no, the Ancestor healing is on the wrong target! Rhaegar misclicks the Ancestor healing onto himself. Hogger with a really good bounce in and out, poking at the enemy health bars here and there, as we do have Locust Swarm Anubarak, by the way. I don't think I have ever casted a Locust Swarm Anubarak game, but I guess I can say I have now. What's up, Lard? Good to see you, bud. You didn't stream Armored Core last night, did you? I hopefully didn't miss that stream. I had such weirdly deep sleep last night that I was like, I woke up and I was like, did I talk to my mom yesterday? Hey Darth, what's up, bud? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Hope your stream was good. I think I saw you streaming earlier. Falstad flies down into bottom lane. Alrighty, 106 stacks for the Vala. 60 stacks on the Falstad. Mortar Punisher will be the next objective phase in the top lane. Armor Core stream is tonight. Oh, hell yeah. Cool. Anubarak doesn't land the Impale. The Rain of Vengeance from Vala doesn't actually connect either, I don't think. So Blaze had his life threatened, but no kill into him as we got Hogger and the rest, actually Hogger and a few, to work on this camp for the top lane. Vala and a Nubrek in mid lane just to soak up. 13 talent to your advantage, a level away to the side of Austria. Hungary looking for a good fight in mid as that is a dead Tychus. Durance of Hate spreading to so many players. Double M gonna be falling here as, yeah, that is a solid
team kill.
Red team dominates.
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
Well, with a pentakill and 13 talent here in hand, we might be looking at an 8-minute game. Commandeer Odin will be summoned by the Tychus. With that, oh, okay, that's just a raw Hinterlands. Gets, I think, 1 cooldown right there. Hammering from Falstad, but it's going to be counteracted. Or, excuse me, the threat, it will be counteracted by a Ancestor healing from the Rhaegar. Shockwave, single target damage onto Falstad. Does get the kill. Rhaegar will fall. 10% left on the core. Vala Mephisto will get that. Catapult's helping out, and that is an 8-minute, 30-second map here favoring Team Austria. Okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nations Cup Group A, Austria versus Hungary. There's a couple NPCs you run in there too. Yeah, that's what I was forgetting their name, and I feel really guilty about it. It's just it's hard to remember names. I'm awful with names in real life and in D&D. Crassus, yes. Jumping into lava sounds fun. It is fun. You get the results on Monday, and I'll see if you need shoulder surgery. I hope you don't, Nancy. I hope you really don't. I hope it's, I hope they're just like, nope. You know what, Nancy? Just eat some pizza and wings, get yourself some Wendy's hot drinks, and you'll be A-okay tip-top shape. I hope that for you, my friend. I really hope it's easy. Elbin, thank you, Elbin. That was the one I was forgetting. He was right there, and I was like, what is his name? And I opened up Roll20. I was like, I don't see his character thing. But it's good to see you, Nancy. Thank you for coming by the stream. I really wish the best for your MRI results. I really do. We are here in map number 3 in our third best 3 of the day of Austria versus Hungary. And this is map number 2. So we'll see if this will be another 2-0 or if we'll head into a map number 3. As a reminder, tomorrow we start Group B. We'll have Group B on Thursday and Friday. Saturday will be Group C and Sunday will be Group D. There will be 6 best of 3s on Saturday and Sunday. I will do my best to catch 5 of the 6 as the first one is going to be way too early in the morning for me. I'm sorry, but you know, I love casting and streaming. I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. to start a stream at 5 a.m. Especially when I'm watching another dog, too, that, you know, they definitely want walks and stuff. But either way, Battlefield of Eternity, we've got a Joanna Raynor ban. We have got a Malfurion Diablo ban. As we have mentioned, the heroes played in the first or the previous maps in these series are unplayable. So Hogger, Anubarak, Rhaegar, Vala, Mephisto, Blaze, Tychus, Falstad, Muradin, Alex Straza are all unavailable for this map. We're going to get a first pick Medivh. Not his best map, but you know what? I think they want some Medivh shenanigans on the Hungry side. You could say they're hungry for shenanigans. I'll be here all week. You hate them, you're claustrophobic. You know, I've never had an MRI, and I'm not that claustrophobic, but I feel like I would not like it. I don't think anyone likes an MRI. I don't think anyone's cool with it. Because isn't it like a giant whirring machine around you and you're in like a dark tube? But how did we get here, Baha? There was a previous map and we played it. You struggle with the noise yourself. Yeah, okay. They do have bigger ones. Oh, really? We were all a little delusional watching that show. Oh, the Ghillie Shark logo. Right, got you, yes. You sit in a tiny tube and you're blasted by noise. Yeah, that I think the noise is what would get to me. I think I'd be okay, like, in the tube and everything. I just think the noise would be the thing I couldn't handle. It's I've actually seen the photos of the MRI machines when they're like dismantled or whatever. Oh shit! Tier 3 sub.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god, fucking
Tier 3 sub.
holy shit, what the fuck?
Your headphones with music didn't help much. Oh, I'm sorry.
I come here so often when I type twee in the search bar Bahamut's direct notice first.
I love it! Rob Dog, thank you for the tier 3 for over 2 years. Thank you for 25 months of support. Thank you for the tier 3. I really appreciate that. By the way, chat, if you did not know, I have the best alerts on Twitch. I have the best cheer alerts. I have the best sub alerts. I have the best sub tier alerts. I have everything is the best here. All right, I'm sorry, I've not really talked about this draft, and I do apologize. Anduin, Mal'Ganis, Hanzo, Genji for Austria. As a Medivh, Artanis, Lucio, Tyrael, Zul, Jin. Let's go. I like it. I want to see some axes donated. Long ago, Mommy and Daddy Bahamut met. They met in high school, actually. My parents have been together since high school, since freshman year. So when I got to high school, I was like, I'm gonna meet my future wife. Let's get into a game. Start prediction. Which team wins? Battlefield of Eternity. Alrighty, 2 minutes to get your predictions in. Sorry, I'm gonna let the stream catch up a little bit here before I start the prediction. You also love your end of the stream alert. Have a lovely day. Oh my god. Shout out to, I think it was Cav was the one who showed us that clip. I think it was. Alright, Austria versus Hungary.
Hey, listen.
The gamble has begun. Which team will win? Which team will win? As we are here in map number 2, third best of 3 of the day. Are we going to a map 3, or is this going to be a quick 2-0? Get your gambles in. Sam on the Alarak. There's your level 1s as well. If that sways your voting, you can see what Medivh will be taking. Chris on the Hanzo. Grasor on the Anduin. We've got Frobzy on the Mal'Ganis, and Illidan to be played by Mustika.
The battle begins in
Over on the right-hand side, we are looking at Hungary. We've got Wolfie on the Artanis, Double M on the Lucio, who actually is going to be going into Party Mix. Protector of Ire for the Artanis, by the by. Medivh will go into Portal Mastery. So we have Holostar on the Tyrael, Grindon on the Zul Jin, and Gregorius to play the Medivh. Zul Jin holding level 1. Is he going Reckless? Is he going into Headhunter? Hanzo will be going into the Redemption level 1. I was going to say Simple Geometry, but that's not right. Redemption for Hanzo. Any gamblers in chat? Any predictors? Ooh, we are going to see a Bone Slicer Zul'jin. So no Reckless and no Headhunter for extra scaling value from either of those, whether it be damage or the faster stacking. Grievous Throw now pierces through enemies and restores 50 mana per hit. Elden Chris getting, Elda Chris getting low here, but it's actually the body blocks from the teammates that kill Zul Jin. First blood over to Austria, a kill onto the Tyrael as well. Does he get Death Timer cheat? Yeah, he gets 2 seconds off Death Timer hitting the Hanzo. Hungary's best chance, I agree. Nightbot lost the Tob sub. They did indeed. Your parents were 14 when they met? So that's like my parents, right? Yeah, because like freshman year of high school is like 14 years old roughly, right? Yeah, because I was 14 freshman year. Well, I was 13 and then I turned 14 during freshman year. And then sophomore year, Is that driving in sophomore year? Either way. Because I had one of those later birthdays and everything, so I missed like the deadline. So, anyways, it's a weird U.S. thing. Some of you know, just the phrase "you missed the deadline" for school. Couldn't even imagine marrying someone you met at 14. Well, usually you're like a couple for a few years so you can get to know each other. So you don't like get married at 14, Rob Dog. Like I'm pretty sure like they were a couple for a couple years before they got, you know, married. I don't think they got married when they were 14. Alarak in top lane is putting pressure on to the Artanis. Gets a stack of show of force right there. Oh, Genji gets the kill onto Artanis. I didn't think he was actually going to go for that, but tanks a lot of shots and gets the kill. Medivh, 21 stacks on his Arcane Rift baseline. Zul'jin has got 4 stacks currently. Gonna be hearthing back for full mana and HP before the objective phase. No, I know what you mean, Rob Dog. Met them at 14. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of couples like that. My neighbors were, I think 16 and 18. I think there's like a 2-year difference between them or something like that. When they first met, they've been together since. Good scatter out from Hanzo. Portal out from Medivh. That is going to be Tyrael jumping through it. Aldruins might forward as well with some speed boost on top of it. A very low Zul'jin getting pulled around by Alarak. Genji goes in and will be able to find the kill onto Zul'jin, who's sitting on 5 stacks currently. Rough go for the Zul'jin player as Austria steps in further, looking for some CC onto the Artanis and the Lucio. They will be able to find it. Tyrael will go down. Medivh, the lone defender, 24 stacks. Tyrael getting a little bit of cooldown reduction on his death timer with his trade explosion. I met my wife freshman year of high school. We didn't start dating till college. Oh. Was she just too intimidated to ask you out? Was that at Shiny Pants? You think your parents have been together since high school too? I mean, that's literally like, I got into high school and I was like, I'm gonna meet my future wife. And I didn't like say that to people, but in my mind I was just like, this is where I meet my wife. We'll be together forever. Thank God I didn't end up with the people that I dated in high school. God. I learned a lot from dating in high school. Oh my God. I know 2 little high school classmates who weren't even friends in high school. They ended up dating in college, eventually got married. Interesting. Portal set up by the Medivh here to try and jump into the back line. Medivh is actually not done with his stacks. It's Hanzo who has finished out his redemption level 1, so he's got that cooldown reduction on his autos, or faster auto attacks, I guess you could say. Just going up to freshman year of high school. We're getting married. Genji with the swift strike through, gets the reset onto Tyrael, and allows him to dive in and out. Nice. Fell Claws will be able to get the CC onto Lucio, followed up by the Immortal Spin. Portal set up by Medivh, but it's going to be a little too late. Zul'jin, 9 stacks right now, but we have Alarak on the far side of the wall. Hanzo trying to take out the sidewall. Here comes Genji diving over. Alarak not able to get the combo as Genji has a swift strike away, getting the healing from Anduin. Portal set up by Medivh. They all barrel through to try and make the play happen. Night Rush from Mal'Ganis, denying a lot of the setup into this. We will see some Arcanite Axe. Oh no, the Medivh stacks! Medivh set to 0. Alarak finding the kill. And that is... Oh, no interrupt onto the Tyrael Hearth out. I'm surprised. Alarak must have not had the extended lightning or the lightning surge down from or off of cooldown. Oh, that's a dead. That's a dead. That's a dead. No, he gets protection. That's a dead Genji, actually. First kill to the side of Hungary. Unfortunately, it's from Genji playing a little too aggressive. But a portal forward. Artan's looking for the swap onto Mal'Ganis. Night Rush is activated. Zul'jin trying to get the last autos. 1 auto is necessary for Zul'jin, and he finds it into the Mal'Ganis. I wish I was too busy collecting frogs. I definitely thought about dating in high school, but it never happened. I married my high school crush, and we're going on 6 years married next week. Congratulations on that, bud. On our ranged hero, not a melee assassin. You're confused. I mean, Genji can be a melee assassin. You just swift strike in, and then you point blank shuriken into their face. That's like melee kinda, right? Hey, Fish. GG's earlier. Y'all are still qualified for the upcoming for the second EU qualifier, right? You and Germany make it out of this grouping.
I must find another way.
Your boy Sam popping off. Genji getting more stacks on his Shuriken Mastery level 4. 42 out of the 75, if I'm not mistaken. 60. On the 60. I forgot about that one. Night Rush from Mal'Ganis. There's a Chastised Piercing Light, picking up another stack. We got some pings onto the Anduin. That's a swap from Artanis. Now Anduin gonna drop a Light Bomb on himself. That's going to be an X-Strike followed up. Hanzo with a fantastic Dragon's Arrow just before the X-Strike from Genji. Purifier Beam cast from the Artanis. Medivh will lose his stacks once again. And the Tyrael gets a little bit of death timer reduction. Sam griefed you so hard yesterday. $123 sadism for the Alarak. He does have the applied force at level 7, so that does reduce his sadism. We can take a look really quickly where his sadism has been built up from. Takedowns 21%, so that means he can get another 9% from takedowns. 12% on show of force, another 8% from that, so he can build up another potential 17%, if I'm not mistaken, on that one. And then, of course, the 10% reduction as well from the level 7, as we mentioned. So the max sadism for Alarak can be 140% currently. Light Bomb, Genji, nice. Dive over the wall with the cybernetic agility. Chastise once again from Anduin, 8 stacks. Anduin on 8 stacks of the Piercing Light. He's got 8% spell power from that one. That is a dead Artanis. Oh, sound barrier, excuse me, from the Lucio. Builds a bit of a window, and Wolf gets protection from Medivh right at... Oh my god, I can't believe this Artanis is still alive. I had counted them dead and out, as Purifier Beam will be cast onto Hanzo. Looking at the damage from the Immortal, 1,280 something, if I'm not mistaken. Carrion Swarm from Mal'Ganis to be utilized, as the Immortal still about 50% on the shielding, full HP, starts working on this keep front gate. We've got a Night Rush from the Mal'Ganis. That's a kill onto the Tyrael. Looking at his death timer, he gets 4 seconds off his death timer right there. And now we have the Immortal moving in through the bottom lane, going for the keep, as a protection goes onto the... Oh my god, Medivh stacks dropped again. Light Bomb from Anduin onto Genji as he gets the cybernetic agility, the swift strike in. Tyrael just now respawning, but technically, chat, that's a solid
Team kill.
This might just be the end of map number 2 here of Austria versus Hungary in the Nations Cup first qualifier for EU. And that is going to be it. 19-3 in kills, and the members of Austria take the series 2-0. GG, well played.